Hi there. Last time I talked a little bit about our view as solution focused practitioners of the people we see, that they're competent, that they're resourceful, that they come willing, ready, and able to change, that they're functional, that they have resources, and that they live within systems, and so they have support or people they see or who see them. I want to talk a little bit today about our view as solution focused practitioners of the work that we do. And that might seem relatively easy. You know, we're therapists or we're coaches and we do this work and people get better and that's how it goes. But I think it's important that we look at the work as a conversation, but we look at the work as an interaction, but we look at the work as a meeting of two people, not where one person is dominant, not where one person has the answers or can fix things, not where one person is the expert and the other is passive, but a meeting of people that will focus on the agenda of the person we're seeing, their preferred future, their desired outcome. And our job really is to elicit from that person, firstly, a rich description of what this preferred future might look like, and then to invite further descriptions of change, further descriptions of noticeable things when change is happening or has happened, and to invite conversation that is related to those best hopes, that preferred future, that desired outcome. Every question we ask is an invitation. Every question we ask is a clarifying or a descriptive, interactional, observational question. What would it look like when? Not what do you have to do to, because that would be behavioural, but what would it look like when something has happened, something is happening? Who else might notice? And so our view of our work is very much about encouraging, very much it's work that's not judgmental. It's work that doesn't allow us to shift the agenda too far from where the client's agenda is, the person we're seeing's agenda is. It's not for us to say where they need to go. It's not for us to judge whether their preferred future is realistic or unrealistic. We can ask clarifying questions and qualifying questions, but we can't determine, that what they say is not okay. And, if somebody says, I want to win the lottery, actually what they're saying is that they want a life slightly different. They want things that they don't have now, and we can work on that. If somebody says, as somebody did to me, they want a relative that they love to be alive again who's passed, that can't happen. But it's not for us to say, you can't not want that. It's for us to actually examine what it is that they would get from that, what's the desired outcome from that, and actually look at what else can be from a desired outcome. Our view of a work, certainly my view of a work, is simple. I'm there for a short period of time in that person's life, an hour a week, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then I'm gone. Okay, that person is going on, getting on with their life, and they're doing it in a way that doesn't need me. They may not even remember me. That's fine. I take no pleasure in bigging myself up about what a great job I've done. At the end of the day, my job is not to do a great job. My job is to allow the person I see to do a great job. My job is to encourage the person I see to visualize all the points along the way to their desired outcome and what that looks like. My job is to invite descriptions of coping. My job is to invite descriptions of when things will be different. My job is to invite descriptions of the resources that the person has, the exceptions to the problem that they've noticed, whether random exceptions or deliberate exceptions. As Brief would say, instances of the preferred future happening. My job is to stick very, very closely to the agenda that the person I'm seeing originally sets, and therefore to base everything else in our work on that. I don't want to take it off to another place. I don't want to ask questions that are not relevant. And in fact, my view of a work is that I do, it sounds strange, but I do as little as possible to achieve the most that's possible. So we can talk about the theoretical Occam's razor and, less is more and so on. But here's where it's really important. If I'm doing a good job, if I'm really, really doing a good job as a solution-focused practitioner, my input into the conversation is simply the odd question that invites more description, that invites a fluid conversation, a fluid set of answers from a person I'm seeing. And those answers lead me to maybe another question or a statement of clarifying or so on. But it's not my job to take the session anywhere particularly. It's my job to encourage the person I'm seeing to take the session somewhere. And more importantly, to take that somewhere outside of a session. The work outside of a session is much more important than the time spent with me. I don't view my work, my 50 minutes, my hour in a client's day, in somebody sees week, as being that important. It may be initially a change of view that they have. I'm not getting them to change their view. I'm not getting them to do anything. They do what they feel is right based on where we start with best hopes and where we start with preferred future, desired outcome, how they would notice things are different, what they will see when things have changed for them. So just to sum that up, and it's a bit of a shorter video today, I've had a little look at how we view the person we see, and a little short description today of how I view the work that we do, and maybe next time I'll look a little bit at how we view ourselves as in this situation. It's a relationship, whether you talk about therapeutic relationship and alliance, or whether you talk about building this or building that. There's still a relationship going on. The view of the work that we do in SF is that a relationship is empowering, it's enabling, it's encouraging, it's invitational, it's observational, and it's interactional. Okay. I didn't at any point saying they're behavioural. That's a whole different thing. Look, feel free to leave any questions as I normally ask you to. Some people send me emails. Some people put questions on the bottom of the YouTube video. Either is fine. I'm quite happy. These sessions, these videos are not about me being all knowledgeable. These sessions are about me getting some thoughts out there and hopefully starting some conversation. So if some of you have got some ideas and you want to kind of respond, please do. Okay, hope you have a great weekend. Cheers now. Bye.